very well.
Cliff it is. Huh. Wait, no. Actually, I want to look camp. However, I do have some things I want to do. It might trigger a cutscene, though. It did not, luckily, but there seems to be enemies on the map. Okay, real quick. Just... Let's scroll all the way down.
Oh, how dear of you.
Oh, not anything from Morgan.
Is that for me?
How nice.
That looks fine indeed.
Oh no.
What say you?
You're good. Alistair, you good?
What do you need?
Alistair's good. Ariana, you
Something I
good?
can help with?
You're good. What about you?
I still got it. Yep, still got it. Come to talk to old Ogren, have you? Don't know why. Nothing. I'm fine. Just, I got a hornet in my eye is all. Did you want to talk about something? What about? Oh, sure. I'm fine with it. I mean, she was a real firebrand between the sheets, but a bit soft in the skull, you know what I mean? Explains why she left, anyway. Handling what? Bronca? Pfft. That treasure's been long buried. Ancestors take me. You people whine like tea kettles around here. Pull up a drink, Warden. Join me in my sodding hole. I don't know. I guess we're pretty good friends now, right? I just keep thinking about all that slag with Bronca. How I've turned out. I always said I was this way because she left, but I think maybe she left because of how I am. I've tried 27 new kinds of ale, and learned I'm just the right height to give a human girl a good time. That doesn't make me a good man. Enough wallowing in my own filth. Did you want to talk about something? What about? It's sodding great. At first I was a little queasy with all that air, but there's just so much of it. No one has any idea who you are or what you're doing. And the ale? Oh, who'd have thought ale made with grain? I have to admit, though, I do miss home. Just a bit. A little bit. I guess we're all a bunch of whimpering softies in the end. Anyhow, let's keep moving. If anyone finds out I was getting all mopey, I'd lose my reputation. There you are. So I figured why not invite you to share a drink, huh? A drink from my own stash, my family's recipe, and dedicated to my comrades in arms.
That's it. Let's skip the first part.
Yes! The warden steps up!
And I'm down.
How do you feel?
Was there even any alcohol in there?
That's the spirit! I just wanted to tell you, after all we've been through, you're like family to me. Closest thing I've had in years. Oh, Warden, I do believe I'm getting all misty-eyed. But that could be because those beans are getting chatty, if you know what I mean. So, do you want to talk about something? What about? You get a sword or an axe, and are told to go out and defend your city. It's the best thing in the world. That is until you try to live in the city you saved. I mean, they train you to kill, teach you to harness your rage at the first noise you hear, then try to set 100 sodding rules about it. Like those provings. Ancestors show their favor through the strongest arm, right? So why so many rules saying how to fight and when you win and not to bloody kill? Killing's what swords are for. You toss a nug to a deep stalker, you don't expect it not to eat the thing, right? This makes me cranky. Don't you have any other... Alright. Just leave me alone, Warden. Seriously. I don't know. I guess we're I just keep thinking. I always said I was this way because she left, but I think maybe... Enough wallowing in my own filth. Did you want to talk about... well...
He's just a depressed boyo.
You're quite taken with each other, aren't you?
You know about Morgan.
Well, she's hardly discreet. The way she looks at you, it's as though she's completely forgotten there's anything of you above the waist. I've noticed your blossoming relationship, and I wanted to ask you where you thought it was going. She is a cunning woman, a Maleficar. She will use you for her own ends. I am telling you what I see and what my instincts tell me. And even if the feelings you share are genuine, this affair may not be the best thing for either of you. You are a Grey Warden. You have responsibilities which supersede your personal desires. Love is ultimately selfish. It demands that one be devoted to a single person who may fully occupy one's mind and heart to the exclusion of all else. A Grey Warden cannot afford to be selfish. You may be forced to make a choice between saving your love and saving everyone else.
I'll save one
What
person.
would you do? Nothing is certain. Not in these times. You cannot take anything for granted. I want you to be aware of this. I am just trying to minimize the suffering that may come to either of you. I have given my advice. Do with it what you will.
I did that so peacefully, and I still got that.
Orzammar has sent her best, Warden. It has been a long... Outfitting any army on short notice, there's all... Gems would serve them.
Dude. I tried having the most peaceful and respectful conversation, and that's what happened.
I have been mistaken.
What do you mean?
You are a soldier worthy to stand among the Beresad. I did not think so when we first met.
What changed your mind?
You did, of course. The day will come when the Arishok sends us here.
I like his character.
On that day,
but...
I will not look to find you on the battlefield. There is no point in dwelling on it. We should move on. I was sent to be the eyes of the Antam. The Arishok asked, "What is the Blight?" By his curiosity, I am now here. Yes. I cannot go home. It doesn't matter now. Can we move on? We keep the Darkspawn waiting. As you wish.
Okay. I haven't talked to him at all.
I have a question for it, if it will indulge me. My understanding is that it encountered the smith named Caradin, he who was responsible for the creation of the golems, that he had become a golem himself. What I do not know is what became of him. Why did he not return with it? I would have many questions for him. It killed him. It killed Caradin. And why would it do that? Will it tell me that much? And it wanted the anvil for itself. Yes, that makes sense. When it reanimated me, I accompanied it out of the hope of finding answers. Now it has destroyed the one thing that could have given me those answers. Is there any reason I should remain with it? Tell me, for I am very interested to hear what it has to say on that point. Oh? How was I made? What do you know? Meaning that I was once a living creature? That seems highly unlikely, and more than a little insulting. Is it certain? Was I forced into this? Or simply glad to abandon a frail body? And more importantly, who was I? I simply must know. I cannot help but believe that answers lie elsewhere in the deep roads. We must look. If it can search the deep roads, I may remember something. If not, then I will have to wait.
Well, I didn't expect it to be a mission.
Fancy meeting you here. I heard rumours that Redcliffe was once again open for business, but my word, isn't this amazing? Such bustle. The Earl has kindly offered my son and I lodgings in exchange for supplies. I'm happy to help him. And you too, of course. If you have need of my wares, you have but to ask. Well, if you're really interested, I suppose it wouldn't hurt to tell you. I'm originally from Orzammar, just as you are, I suspect. You don't have the look of a surface dwarf about you. I was a merchant there, too. Merchant caste. These things are in the blood, you know. You can't just leave them behind. I ran a fairly successful business. Rare artifacts, you know. Old things, grand things. The nobles loved them. Reminded them of the lost glory days, I suppose. One day, a noble woman came to my store. She looked around for a bit and then started shrieking in dismay. Apparently, she believed that a pair of braces I had for sale once belonged to her brother. He'd been lost in a cave-in, you see, while on an expedition to clear out the Darkspawn from one of the tunnels running close to the city. They were made specially for him. They're unique, she shrieked. He stole them from my poor brother's corpse. She had me arrested on the spot, of course. Nobles, they're touchy like that. Well, I didn't steal them. You see, I'd been paying these castless thugs to venture out into the deep roads for me. The lost tigers, they're full of things that people left behind. Sometimes you can find a treasure, something worth a little gold. The noblewoman, she wasn't too happy with the theft of her brother's braces. I don't know what they planned for me, and I didn't want to find out. Bribed the guard that was watching me and took off for the surface first opportunity I got. Never looked back. Yes, here I am. Now, is there anything the boy or I can get you? Ah, yes. I'm married to a fine woman back in Denerim, it's true. She'd give me a son if she could, but that's not likely to ever be. Sandal here. I found him in the deep roads years ago. Abandoned, I think, and he was never quite right in the head. I took him in, and I brought him with me when I came here to the surface. He may not be my blood, true, but I think of him as one.
We left Orzammar.
That's right, boy. Maybe one day we'll see it again. It's not as if I don't benefit, mind you. Turns out the boy's a natural working with enchantments. He might have even been lyrium-addled. I never thought of that before, to be honest. Happens sometimes. He can work an enchantment into just about anything, however, given some time.
Enchantment.
Well, he does seem to enjoy it, at least. Look, we don't rob people, all right? We don't take things from people that need them. The things in the Law's ties, what good did they do lying? It's not all that different up here. There are places long abandoned by the humans everywhere. Even more now with the Darkspawn coming. People flee from the Blight with good reason, but they forget things. Things with value and meaning. They leave them behind because they're frightened and desperate. And sometimes, my boy and I, we find our way to these places before the Horde descends, and we save these things. I take them away so the Darkspawn don't get them. Is that so bad? They destroy everything they touch. That's what I tell myself, too. Ah, these are dark times indeed. Dark times, my friend. I'm sure...
I feel weird when I'm about to sell, but I don't need them. Okay. All I see is this pure disapproval. I didn't know this was a thing. I've been getting rid of these. Huh.
You are good to your troops, Warden. At your command, Warden. Orzamar's finest are eager. Outfitting any army on short notice. The gems would serve the most utility. The Middlestone, sapphires, and the like. We're dealing with many small...
The Circle of Magi stands ready to... There are always areas to...
At your word, Warden. We have assembled on a short schedule. Certain crafting components would serve better.
On your order, Grey Warden. The Jarl was generous, but rushed. Certain. We're a mercenary force, Warden.
I did what I gave this then. I'm not on the bill anymore.
Yes.
Alistair's not coming with me for once. Real boring.
Indeed. Indeed.
I don't need you. Alistair's coming with me. Honestly, I don't need you. Alistair's coming with me. Okay. He doesn't have levels I can do him. That's strange. The freeze with Earthquake just be better, but I don't like it. I don't know. Maybe though. I don't know where it takes this man in the deeper roots, by the way. He has to know, but like... I did not expect that to just tell me that... I don't like that. Is there... I think I'm gonna go to the first one first and go from there. I mean, I'm assuming we're not gonna fight because we're going way out there. Probably just open my map when it is in there, as if anything. It's like, ooh, shiny or something. I don't know. Or should I run through this whole place because it might have something? Like, we'll run through this one because this place is actually an area that could actually have something about them, but... I will say... Okay. Oh, I'll be that lucky. That's like... After just giving them all that, it didn't collect my inventory like I thought it would. He is completely different from everything else, okay. Running through here is not fun. Why did my game just save? Just have like little save spots everywhere. That's for the mission. I mean, story thing.
No. Perhaps it thinks I should. It may have something to do with Carrigan's words. If there is some way to make a copy of these runes, I am willing to study them. Perhaps there is something to be gleaned from them, I know not.
Perhaps if I activate the...
He's crazy.
Very well.
merely reflecting on the hopeless nature of the task in front of it. The most likely outcome is that it and its companions will become a stain on some rock for the Darkspawn to tread upon. I shall be moved to a single tear by the tragedy. I think not. I am made of pure rock, skin to core. At best, I can become a pile of dust, but a smear I will definitely not leave behind. That's for softer, squishier things like itself and its friends. What's that? Did it hear flapping wings? There may be pigeons nearby.
I cannot get along with this thing. I can't get along with it. I do like the personality, but I can't get along with him. No, no can do. There's really no chance of me being able to. Oh, is there anything that's called deep roads on here? No. It's the trenches. I went to the most logical place for this too, so that's not here. I really don't know where to go from here. That's out of curiosity. How far down does he go? He's still neutral. Barely. He's barely neutral. Yeah. Yeah, that's not good. Oh boy.
Of course.
And if this doesn't work, we'll go here and then I'll just leave because after that I don't see a point. I'm not walking through this whole area though. I'm gonna look at this. Oh.
Yes.
Okay. There's no way that I'm traveling to this whole place. Especially for a character I am not liking right now. That is okay. No, we're good. It's like that is our own place.
This place is familiar. I am not certain. There is a place, a cavern that is not far from here. I know where it is. I remember. Its offer is appreciated. I will mark the location on its map. If we can journey there soon, I am most curious as to what we will find.
So, do you mean travel somewhere? You do mean travel somewhere. Okay. Honestly, can anything interrupt me down here traveling? Because I don't think that's ever happened. Next time I'm gonna notice Dryden. It's this bit-ass Dryden in my way, you know. We gotta fight it. Maybe not die. You don't really know what's about to happen, you know? I don't know why I decided to take the long path, not just to the one that makes more sense. Oh, they're at them assassins. Oh, R1 that really hurts my character. Said that, but if it's Stone Boys, it messed up.
This is it. Kadash Taig. I do not know. It is an odd thing to experience. These ruins are always overrun by vermin. There may be something noteworthy further in, however. Was this the home
Go down, bad boy. Yeah, I didn't bring one to be able to loot. Also, because I wasn't sure where he was going to take me.
Yes.
I mean, it makes sense that he just is on, like, spot, but... Also, I think he can be really strong, because he just feels like he can be. Oh, we do damage. Oh, well. Oh, that's what that does. Yeah, I was not gonna ask you to do this, but... Is the game gonna crash? It's gonna crash, okay.